Hey y'all, today we're going to explore how to make Google Slides, Docs, Sheets, and Forms interactive using the Stickity extension. Whether you're a new user or a seasoned techie, this tutorial will guide you in bringing more engagement and accessibility to your classroom using Stickity. If you'd like access to the slide deck, be sure to copy the bit.ly link at the top of the slide. And remember, it is case sensitive. Hi, I'm Britney Saaybe, but most people just call me Saaybe or Sabes. I'm excited to be presenting this session today. I teach 8th grade honors English and serve as the RLA department chair at Sam Houston Middle School. Additionally, I'm a member of the I3 Innovation and Instruction program at Sam Houston. If you ever have questions or want to connect, feel free to reach out. You could email me at brsabe@garlandisd.net. You can also find me on Twitter at Saaybe Teaches, where I share ideas, resources, and all things teaching related. I look forward to connecting and continuing to learn together. By the end of this tutorial, you will be able to install Stickity for your Google tools, add interactive elements to your lessons, use Stickity to enhance student engagement and improve accessibility. Before we dive into the content, I'd like you to take a moment and pause the video to reflect on these two questions. Are my instructions or expectations clear and concise? Do they fit the instructional needs of all my learners? Take a few minutes to think about how these questions apply to your teaching, and when you're ready, go ahead and press play and let's dive in. So what exactly is Stickity? Stickity is a Google Tools extension that helps remove learning barriers for students with disabilities and English language learners. It makes content more interactive and accessible, helping all students reach their potential. It's all about creating an inclusive classroom where students can engage easily with tools that help increase independence and simplify navigation. Here are some other reasons to use Stickity. Stickity's digital stickers come with alt text, making them accessible to all students, including those with visual impairments. The stickers follow color contrast guidelines to ensure readability for everyone. Even if others don't have the extension, the stickers still show up as images, making them visible to all students. In short, Stickity helps create a more inclusive classroom by making content accessible to all learners. Let's get started with installing Stickity. It's really easy to do. You'll basically follow the same steps for each of the Google tools. So first, you'll want to head over to the Chrome Web Store through the Extensions tab on the Google tool that you're using. You'll search for Stickity, and then once you click on it, you'll be able to click Install. To use the extension, you'll click Extensions at the top and then Open Stickity. Now let's see how Stickity works in Google Slides. You'll want to open up a Google Slides presentation that you're wanting to add some interactivity or expectations to. You'll click on Extensions at the top, and then my Stickity's extension is already installed. But if you're wanting to add it, you'll click Add-ons and then Get Add-ons. And once this loads, you'll type Stickity. And you notice all of the different Stickity options pop up. I'm going to click Stickity for Slides. And you're looking for this icon, Stickity, with the Slides, Google Slides logo. And I'm going to click on it. And then mine's already installed, but you'll click to install it. And then it will be in your Google Slides. So to access it, you're going to click Extensions, go down to Stickity for Slides, and then open Stickity for Slides. And it is going to open on the right side of your screen. And it can take a couple seconds to load depending on your connection. Once it loads, this is what it looks like. This is the kind of the home page of Stickity. You notice that it opens in English. So I want to point out that I am using the free version of Stickity. There is a pro version. So if I wanted this to be in a different language, if I click here for languages, it pops up. To unlock it, you have to get Stickity Pro. I'm just going to show you all the things that are available for the free version of Stickity. If you're interested in Stickity Pro, you can check that out. You'll notice you can get access to a bunch of other content-specific stickers for your Google tools. So we're using the free version. So I like to always look at the seasonal stickers. These stickers change with the seasons, and they match either educational holidays, things that are going on in education, or national holidays. And so they change every season. So we'll notice this takes us all the way up to summer with a bunch of different stickers that you can add to your slides or other Google tools if you're wanting to. So to get back to the category list, you're going to click the home button. This is the class expectation section. This is the one that I probably use the most for my slides to show students what my expectations are. I like these stickers because they are all consistent. They look the same. They have the same structure. And so students, once you've taught them what to look for, because the stickers are consistent and uniform, they're able to identify what they need, and it creates that structure and that consistency that they need. So you'll notice this is one of my daily slides. As students walk in, I use a lot of the materials stickers to show students what they need. I also use expectations for my instruction slides. So here is a slide of an activity that we're doing in class. And so I use these to help guide my students so they know what to expect and what to do. Now here is, like, it's all nice, but how do I actually use them? So I'm going to show you how you can use them. They're very easy to use. So I want to add some steps to this slide. So I'll click steps in navigation, and you just click on the sticker that you want and it immediately starts working to insert it into your slide. So there's no extra insert button to click. You just click on it and then insert. And it takes a couple seconds for it to show up. What's nice about these stickers is they're basically just images. So you can manipulate them the way you would any other image that you insert into Google Slides or Google Tools. So you can resize them, you can rotate them. So you can manipulate them that way like other images. The last feature I want to show you is the search. So let's say I'm not sure what I'm looking, I don't know what category, so I'm going to put it in there. So I'm just going to use this search, this magnifying icon, and I'm going to search for what I want. If I don't know what category it is, I can search. So I clicked arrow, and you'll notice these options pop up. If it's grayed out and it has this orange star circle, that means it's part of the pro version. But if I scroll down, there are still lots of options in the free version for whatever it is you're looking for. So the search option is nice. If you're not sure what category something is and you're looking for something specific, you can use the search to find what you're looking for. So that is Stickity for slides. Oh, one last thing I want to show you is this is how I use the Stickity stickers for actual activities that are in Google Slides. So this is a drag and drop, and I'm sorry it's taking so long to load. This is a drag and drop assignment that I created for my students for the ECR graphic organizer. And I use these stickers for my instructions. So I use the gray area a lot for Google Slides to put my instructions. And so these right here, the check the answer key and instructions, those are also Stickity stickers. So that's another way I use them with Google Slides, is for actual assignments and activities. So I hope you try this out. Let me know. Okay, here is how you use Google Stickity in Google Docs. Downloading it is very similar to Google Slides. So you go up to extensions, add-ons, get add-ons, search for it, and then install it. So it's very similar. So then Stickity for Docs, I go back to extensions, and then I click open Stickity for Docs, and it opens. Stickity pretty much works the same across all the platforms. You're just inserting these stickers that are more accessible for students. But I wanted to show you how I've used Stickity in Google Docs. So this is a research project, and I've added some of these Stickity stickers like the lesson objective, the instructions. I've added these things to help guide students and pay attention and look at what they're needing to do. Something I do want to mention is when you on Google Docs, because it's not like slides where you can freely move images wherever you want. When you insert a sticker, you'll notice this one's inserted. You have these options. So if you want the image to show up on the line of text, it would be inline. Wrapping, if you want the text to wrap around the image. If you want it to break, if you want to have the image in between text. Behind the text, meaning the text would be over the image or in front of text. I like in front of text because you then can move it wherever you want and it can go over things and you have more freedom. It kind of moves it more like how you would move it and manipulate it in Google Slides. So I like doing that for a lot of the images in Google Docs. So that's how you use Stickity in Google Docs. Okay, next we have Stickity for Google Sheets. So this is how I have used Stickity stickers in Google Sheets. So again, adding the extension is the same as the other two that I've showed you, Google Slides and Google Docs. You go to extensions, add-ons, get add-ons, and search for it. Mine is already installed, so I'm going to open Stickity for Sheets. And it will load. Again, it loads in the same spot every time on the right side of your screen. And this one you'll notice doesn't have quite as many things to include or as many categories. It's more done for actual sheets like data. So this is great if you have some spreadsheets you want to you're using to track student data, student lists that you're sharing with other people. It just creates these nice stickers that keeps everything organized. They stand out so people know where to look. This is how I've used it though with students. So this was an assignment where they had to set goals for the school year using their data. And so I've added these stickers to kind of guide what they need to do, show them where different parts of the sheet are. When you insert one, it asks you, do you want to insert it in the cell so it stays within the cell, or do you want it to be floating? Floating means you would be able to move it all over the place on top of text, on top of cells. So that is the option with Google Sheets. The last Google tool for Stickity is Google Forms. So this one, to get the add-on, this one looks a little bit different because there's not a lot of the menu options that are on the other Google tools. To get the add-on, you're going to click on the little puzzle piece and it says add-ons, and then we click on it and then it says Stickity for Forms. So that is where when you're trying to open it, where you would open it. To be able to download it, you're going to click the snowman, the 3 vertical ellipses, the dots over on the right side, and then click Get Add-ons. And then you would be able to search like we did the other Google tools, Stickity for Forms, and then install it. But to access it, you click the puzzle piece and then Stickity for Forms. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. So it opens on the right side, just like the other Google Tools, Sheets, Slides, Docs. There's, again, not as many options as you have in Google Docs or in Google Slides. You can click all stickers, and it gives you all of them. Or, it's broken down surveys and polls, quizzes, signups, and information. So depending on what you're using the Google form for, it has it broken down by that. If you're gathering feedback, if you're doing nominations. So this is a way to kind of guide people also, again, and students to using the form the right way and getting more accessibility, more engagement. So when you're wanting to insert an option, I am going to insert, this is a quiz. So I want to insert, please write and complete sentences. So I'm going to click on it and it takes a couple seconds for it to load. It says it's working. And when it inserts it at the bottom. So when it inserts it, it's going to insert it at the bottom, and then you'll be able, it's still loading, but you'll be able to move it to where you want it to be in the in the form after it's inserted. But just if you're worried it didn't insert or you don't know where it's at, it is at the bottom of the form is where it inserts. So then you'll have to drag it to where you want it to be in the Google form. So this is a quiz that I've done. So I have my title, I put instructions, and then I add a section for the instructions. Then I have select one because it's a multiple choice. And then I start my questions. And then at the bottom, I have, thank you. So you can kind of organize this how you want. So if I want to move this, I will just drag it to where I need it to be. Let's say they're going to write in a complete sentence for this part. So I'll drag it to where I want that to be. So what does it look like once it's done? So let's look at the preview so you can see what it looks like from the student or participant responder view. So when you do preview, this is what they will see. So it's very bold. It gives them, it attracts the eye, makes it more accessible where they know exactly what they need to do for each section of the form. So I hope you try this out. Let me know. And I'm excited to see what you guys think. Thank you. Here are some more example class slides using Stickity, just some other ways that you could use this in your classroom. Now that you know how to use Stickity, let's look at a few best practices and tips. So tip number one, don't overload your lessons with too many interactive elements. You want to balance engagement with content delivery. So focus on using one or two key features to maximize impact. Tip number two, use Stickity for a lot of things. You can use it for formative assessments, giving feedback, or to gauge student understanding. And tip number three, try experimenting with different interactive features in different subjects and find what works best for you and your students. And that's it. You've learned how to install Stickity. Use it in Google Slides, Docs, Sheets, and Forms, and how it can transform your classroom. To get started, here are some next steps that I suggest. Of course, install Stickity and begin integrating these elements in your Google tools. Try it in lessons. Try it with your slides or even just with your instructions. Share your results, and then of course ask feedback from students. See what they think, if they think it's helping them stay on track, stay on task. Once you've used it, let me know how it went or share your feedback with other people at your school. Stickity is a great tool for making your lessons more interactive and engaging. If you have any questions or need further assistance, here's my contact information again. Feel free to reach out to me at my email or on my email, brsaaybe@garlandisd.net. You can also connect with me on Twitter at Saaybe Teaches for more tips and updates. I'd love to hear how you're using Stickity in your classroom.